What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are going to be talking about the Arwen kit. This went live yesterday on the EA's website, and this is the first confirmed character kit we have in the game. We know Elrond is coming, but that's probably going to be a while before we see his kit. So we're going to talk about Arwen, talk about how she's going to fill out the expected Rivendell squad, and talk a little bit about what we can expect with her with what elves we have already in the game. So break that all down. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and let's just dive right into it. Arwen, light character, obviously, support elf and Rivendell. Rivendell, I think, is going to be a very big thing here. I do expect we're going to see a full Rivendell team, which is why saying that she's best with Leliel, I think that's just because they can't confirm that Elladan is going to be in the game, but judging from Elrond's kit and what we expect, or what we're suspecting with everything, I do imagine Elladan will be part of the Rivendell squad. So if you're already starting to build up your Rivendell elves, I would hold off on Leliel because I don't expect her to be a final part of the team. And then it's just because Leliel is a tank in the game as an elf tank, and that's the only elf tank we have. So I think that's why they've got her here right now. So I do not expect Leliel to be a final part of the team here. Just an FYI. Do not gear up Leliel until we know for sure that she's supposed to be part of the squad here. So the daughter of Elrond and in the even star of her people, Arwen fiercely defends the west against the coming shadow. Her light brings hope to those in need. For I am the daughter of Elrond, I shall not go to him when he departs to the havens, for mine is the choice of Luthien, and as she, so have I have chosen both the sweet and the bitter. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. I believe that's her talking about her being in love with Strider. So, yeah, faction Rivendell. Again, do expect a full Rivendell team here. Support and a one-handed sword character. Weapon type, one-handed sword. Let's see. Okay, so her ability gonna be basic guarded slash. Oh no, it's glitching out. Hold on. There we go. Apologies for that. I don't know why the website just glitched out for a second there. Her basic is guarded slash. Attack the target enemy for 90% damage, 50% chance to grant one stack of defensive to the most wounded squad member at unlock, but when fully upgraded, attacks for 180% damage and grants one stack of defensive to the most wounded squad member. So I expect this is going to be like 3 or 4 ability level upgrades. It's going to give us it's going to give us like another 25% chance to grant defensive, and then another 25% after that. But either way, I think we're going to have this maxed out to get that guaranteed one stack of defensive to the most wounded squad member. Very good buff for a tank, especially if they're taking a lot of damage, especially since there is a hard code in the game where they'll constantly attack the most injured enemy or most injured ally on your team. So yeah, I imagine the defensive is going to be very helpful for a tank who's taking a lot of damage. Special is Deadly Earnest. 3 stamina cost, attacks the enemy for 130% damage and dispels 1 boon at level 1. But at level 2, attack the target enemy for 270% damage and dispel 2 boons. Gain 20% meter and an additional 20% per boon on self. Now, there's something down in the summary of this kit we're going to have to double check. Because if I'm reading this correct, you only need 4 boons on her to get another 80% bonus turn meter, which would give her free 100% turn meter to get another turn in. But they say down at the bottom she needs 5, and I think that math is off. But I don't know, maybe something's wrong in the translation here. I don't know. Special 2 is called the Evening Star. It's 4 stamina cost, upgraded cost is 5, which also doesn't make any sense. So are they increasing the stamina cost if you level this up? That seems a little antithetical, but I don't know, maybe they're trying to balance it out a little bit. When you unlock it, it cleanses 1 Bane from 2 squad members with the most Banes, grants 1 stack of regeneration for 1 turn to all squad members, and at max upgrades, cleanse 1 Bane from all squad members, 1 stack of regeneration for 1 turn to all squad members, and 1 additional stack to squad members below 50% health, grant immunity for 1 turn to the most wounded Rivendell squad member. So again, this is right here. This is why I do not expect Leliel to be the elf tank for this team, because, like, yeah, this is very much to help kind of top off someone who's taking a lot of damage. That's going to be your tank. So Leliel doesn't have the Rivendell squad, unless they're reworking Leliel. But I think we're just going to get Elladan instead for this. Yeah, I expect that this means Eladin for sure is coming to the Rivendell team. Immunity for 1 turn, very helpful. The nice thing is you also don't need a full Rivendell squad to get the max synergy out of this. She gives this to all squad members, additional stack to all squad members below 50% health. So you don't need the full Rivendell team around her. So this could make her a solid plug-and-play character, especially if you're on a team. And I do expect her to be pretty good in campaigns as well for this, where you're facing a team that has a lot of debuffs on them, and you're gonna find a lot of those later on in the campaign missions where you're just getting hit with tons of Banes. So you have Lady Arwen. You could also bring in Arwen, who's also going to be able to cleanse Banes and also give you some healing at the same time, and immunity. Immunity will prevent them from taking any debuffs. So I do like this. I think this is going to be a very strong ability within the PvE campaigns. And then her passive ability is Light of Rivendell. When unlocked, when a squad member drops below 50% health, 50% chance to grant them 1 stack of Nimble. This can be triggered once per squad member. And then at the fully leveled upgrade, when a squad member drops below 50% health, grant them 1 stack of Nimble. If they are a light character, 50% chance to cleanse 1 Bane from them. This can only trigger once per squad member, and she gains 10% damage. So I need to see her stats as well for this gain 10% damage. Is she going to be a high damage character? They don't really say anything about that here. Unless they say down at the bottom. Let me see. Strong addition to the squad, but really shines when allied with Rivendell Elves, such as her brother Elro here and Eladin. She heals allies and provides a variety of powerful defensive boons, enabling the most wounded allies to stay in the fight. Add this to her Bane cleansing and tactical boon dispelling abilities, and she's a must-have for any player. So, let me see down here. Strategy. Yeah, they say right here, when she has 5 or more boons, deadly earns grant her enough turn meter to take another turn. That should be 4. No? I don't know. Maybe... I don't know. It's what, 9 o'clock in the morning? I could be wrong. My math could be off here. But this should read 4 boons or more. Because she already gets base 20. She's done 20% per boon. So it should only need to have 4 for the full turn meter. Unless there's some mechanic in game that I'm not aware of. Arwen's passive allows her to reactively defend a weakened member with Nimble. Use this to your advantage on any squad that needs to keep key squad members alive. Okay. The student has to pay attention to who your most wounded squad member is to make the most use out of her abilities. So, also this, when in the data we've looked at, it seems that there's a high priority on enemies hitting attackers. So, if you look at that, for instance, the 2 Rivendell members we already have already, Lomian and Elro here, are both attackers. So, in Arena, they're going to be prioritized over, say, like a tank or support character or healer. Arwen support, Elrond's probably going to be healer, and then Eladin will be a tank, obviously. Based on the kit we've had for him in game, I expect him to be a tank. So, Lomian and Elro here are probably going to be high priority targets by the enemy. So, I'm going to be curious to see the speed on Arwen, where she falls in line with speed, because Elro here, let me see, I can't actually look at his stats, can I? No, I can't. Let me see if LOTR.gg has the stats. Let's see, speed-wise. So, okay, so speed-wise, let's see, Elro here and Lomian. Okay, there's Elro here. Elro here is already pretty fast, 175 speed. So, oh, and Lomian's right there behind. They're both 175 and 174. That's pretty fast. So, they're going to be some of the fastest characters in the game. They're going to get that first turn in before pretty much anybody else. So, for instance, like you're going to have Deadly Grace on this first turn. It's going to inflict Expose, and he gains Might with this. So he's going to go, and then I wonder if they're going to make Eladin fast as well. Lomian is going to use Flurry of Steel on that first turn. So unless they're getting Banes on spawn, this Flurry of Steel is gonna lose out a bunch of bonus crit chance. Quick finish though, yeah, you know what? He's probably gonna use quick finish here first, and then I know Elro here. What's Elven Vengeance? Elven Vengeance. Okay, so this is gonna wait a turn. So Deadly Grace is gonna move first. Which means that he's going to get Might, he's going to expose someone, and then he's going to get that boon, but also that means that he's going to start retaliating when someone on the team has Taunt and Provoke, and Eldon, I believe, in the in-game kit, has Taunt right now. So you're automatically going to get retaliations from Elro here, where he's getting boons, and he gets Might on his own, but the question is, who's going to be prioritized of these two, and what that's going to mean. I mean, if they're going to prioritize Lomian, that means he's going to start gaining Might, which is then going to feed into Flurry of Steel quite a bit. But then also they're going to start taking damage. So then Arwen's going to start putting Nimble, Defensive. She's going to put Regeneration on them. So they're both going to stack up buffs. So Elro here on his retaliations gets bonus damage per boon. So that's where Arwen comes in really nice. But then Lomian's Flurry of Steel gains bonus crit chance per boon on him. Up to what? 10% bonus? Yeah, so he gets bonus 10% crit chance per boon on himself. So Flurry of Steel could end up doing a ton of damage based on if he's getting prioritized, and if the enemy's knocking him down and Arwen's throwing boons on him, that Flurry of Steel could hit really hard. But if they go for Elro here instead, she's going to flip them, she's going to put buffs on him, and then that means that when Eladin's tanking, Elro here is going to retaliate and do a lot of nice damage with this. I mean, you're talking 15% bonus damage per boon on him with this, plus he's going to have Might from Deadly Grace, and then that's just going to all feed into his Elven Vengeance, where he then gets stealth already for that. But yeah, I think Arwen pairs very nicely with both Rivendell Elves we already have in the game. We'll see how things pan out. Leliel, again, not really, I'm not betting on her being part of the team. Maybe she will be, but I mean, she does give stealth to them, so that's a nice boon there. Rising Blade, she gets a stack of defensive. Swift Stab, she gets some bonus turn meter. Again, I'm not betting that she's going to be the final Rivendell Elf or the final elf on that squad. We'll see how things pan out. But let me know what you guys think down below. What do you guys think of Arwen's kit? Are you guys excited to get her? What do you guys think is going to be her unlock? Do you think it's going to be like a marquee event like we've seen in Galaxy Heroes? We'll probably do a deeper dive on that, because I know there's a lot of Marvel Strike Force players who don't know what to expect from marquee events. So we'll talk about that in another video. If you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure that like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.